that's important. I need you to think of it.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that was mine. I mean, if I'm standing up there in character, I will. I don't like.
They probably need more of the music stands.
More music stands?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Buddy. Good to see you. Oh, yay. Okay, hell yeah. So good to see you.
I turned it off because it was annoying.
Minute 4?
You guys know each other.
What the hell? How are you?
Wait, I'm willing to finish one of them.
Wait, I met you and then didn't realize I was you again and now you had more connections. So it's really exciting. Big four. So we just saw each other tonight. Oh my god, okay. Are you an Andy?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. You're probably the best thing that's happened.
Thanks for being here. And I'm going to take a second as we figure out the fun technical things for this reading. And plug this QR code, which has our program.
Yay!
I know you can't connect. That's the whole freaking thing. It's fun. It's PowerPoint. It also has a Venmo where you can donate to this lovely cast you're about to see. They're really good. I promise. Venmo will also work after the show if you need that. I'll project it if humanly possible. Stand by.
Oh yeah.
Real?
Where is that?
Real? I'm gonna plug something else while we're here. Someone I'm dating in Mal is hosting with the owner of the bar Seventh Heaven, Tyler, a backgammon karaoke event. After this, if you don't know how to play backgammon, I'm really cool and I will teach you to play. So I'll probably be going. Anyone who wants to come play backgammon and sing karaoke, you're welcome to come. We're going to Bushwick. Yes, lots of karaoke. Me? Me? I don't know if I
I don't know why this isn't working.
I'm going to stare at the chords again.
Yeah.
Stare at him.
Yeah.
Is it still not working?
Oh, I thought you said Sarah. You said Sarah.
No, Ellie, I'm staring at the chords. Did you get that?
Yeah.
You want to get that Carl?
You come.
Carl.
I've just made it tech support.
What have you
It's like computer science.
So we want to get either the computer
to phone to up on here, but I think we're having some issues. There might be some cords over here.
This is really fun.
That's okay.
I like how the room is.
That's true. We can watch them on.
I'm taking like, I'm about like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
watch Honor Among Thieves. Like,
We're all wearing like costumes.
we're like a week of Christmas, and by the time we're ready, it's like everything's scheduled.
I want to reschedule your surgery so that we can watch the D&D movies. Why don't we start with
Scheduled my surgery.
Well, it works. Thank God it works. It's stuck there. I just heard about trying to break even like shedding like it's just not a normal sort of it's a special oh, I don't want to it's starting to wear a hole in the sweater. It says if I'm going down to share you with me.
I'm trying to ask you like the person with the disc. Oh, shit.
I probably would just put it on my bookshelf. Unless I want to come out on a decorating where? No, truly. I think actually I'm more something to love. I know my parents. Speaking of mine, it yeah, we'll do it. This from the time. I think we could set it. Put a display. Thanks. Put it in its place. They're insane. Cheese is one of those. Oh, I just want to I want the display function to know more really work that, but it's not too much.
There's no holes in the TV.
Oh, good. Wait, this is.
The screen here.
And we use this water into
Here, wait, I actually know how to do this. Wait, here, can I try something? Sorry, can I try something? Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah, that is exactly what it's doing. Yeah. It says add displays. Can we hit that? Perfect. Okay, that should work. I think. Now go back up there. Go there. Should be pull it up in like the rest.
Hello, friends. Let's see if we get started in just a couple minutes.
Oh, sorry.
So if you go to the, what are you trying? Maybe you go to the program and you want to display up there, and you can select from the program. I don't do that. Like it has this blue file there. Usually if you go to PowerPoint corner,
There's no holes on the TV.
no.
Come on, I don't know why it's not doing that.
I know. But clearly, I know what the fuck is going on. I mean, that's just what I was saying.
I was like, I know I'm reading on someone. Are we all gonna read our own characters? And Abby's gonna read it. Okay, guys, cool. Just have two
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, I don't think it's working. I can sit. I can.
Right now, I think I'm gonna get
The way.
Oh, perfect. That makes sense. She has the ability.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'm sorry.
Makes sense. She has the ability.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't like I'm like the sixth.
Yeah. Alright, give it time.
It's really bad proportion. You know, like it's a.
Hi.
Whimsy.
So that's why I'm slowly walking in.
Once again, I'm going to show off this QR code if you didn't get it the first time. This is our program. Yep. Turn my face. Welcome, my friends. TV, yeah, TV's a whole thing, so disregard that. But as I'm realizing, I'm telling her, and as I'm telling you, want to run some PowerPoints with him? Sure. Great. This is Abby Gumper. She's the rock star. I'm gonna label them one. Yeah, that's good. See you.
Yeah!
Hey friends, you ready to do this? I'm gonna keep talking because I'm already talking, but then I'm gonna shoot it to Dr. Line and shoot it immediately to Sarah J. Lieber, who wrote this freaking play.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for being here. I love this play and I'm so excited to hear it with people in the room for the first time. I want to thank Alex Gonzalez for directing it. I want to thank everybody up there for acting it beautifully and reading it beautifully. I want to thank all of you for being here, and I also want to thank my Tumblr friends. That's all. Yeah, enjoy the show.
I Can Fix Him by Sarah J. Lieber. All due respect, you got no fucking idea what it's like to be number one. Every decision you make affects every facet of every other fucking thing. It's too much to deal with. Almost. And in the end, you're completely alone with it all. Tony Soprano, The Sopranos. Setting. An English classroom at a Jewish day school in Philadelphia, PA. But it might as well be the back room of Satriali's pork store. Early 2010s. Characters. Donna. 17, terrifying and past caring. Fan club president. Draco Malfoy and Spike from Buffy. Sylvia, 16, will read books about anxious attachment in her 20s. Fan club vice president, Jess Mariano and Logan Eccles. Jane, 16, fiscally conservative and socially liberal. Fan club secretary and treasurer, because duh, Queen and Britannia. Freddie, 16, new to fan club. The best writer in the junior class. No one in particular. Definitely not Draco Malfoy. Mrs. Lipman, 27. A good teacher and an accidental shepherd. Fan club needed a staff advisor. Dylan McKay and others. Esther, 14. Sylvia's kid sister. Along for the ride because she can't stay home alone after school. Kevin Jonas and Louis Tomlinson. Boy. Wears a lot of hats, is a boy. Week 1, there is no mafia. Early January. Week 1, there is no mafia. Early January. An empty classroom. The overhead fluorescents are turned off. A single lamp illuminates the room. The lamp is situated on a lived-in teacher's desk. We can tell the person who teaches here has made an effort to make the room their own. Make it comfortable for themselves and their students. Think like Mrs. Darbus's room in High School Musical, 2005. Only a little crunchier. It looks like it smells like Pacciatoli, so maybe it does. A major plush desk chair faces away from us. It's quiet. Freddie enters with her backpack slung over one shoulder.
Hello?
And suddenly, Donna spins around in the big plush desk chair that possibly belonged to her. She's eating Skittles, but skipping the purple ones.
Freedom. Have a seat.
It's Freddie. Sorry, Donna. Where is everyone?
Worry about yourself. Frida, it's not lost on me that you're here, and I appreciate your willingness to bring your talents to our operation. I just want to talk to you myself to make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Freddie. Operation?
Don't play dumb, Frida. I know Sylvia talked to you about our services. The services we provide.
No, that was me being sneaky. Like, what operation?
There are just some details I needed to make sure you heard from me personally before you bite off a little more than you can chew. So we never have a problem on our hands.
Go ahead.
Thanks for the permission, Frida.
I didn't mean it that way.
Have you received your first writing assignments?
Is that this note that Sylvia dropped on my desk in the middle of paper today?
You tell me. You haven't opened it.
Oh, we had a test in Hebrew and then I came right here, so.
Guess that teaches me about your priorities.
It doesn't, I swear, I want to do the work.
We charge $20 per chapter, $40 for real person fic, $10 extra for mature content, sometimes 20, one time 30. I take $5 off the top of each because I'm the founder. So if you write one chapter of normal basic fluff, you'll get $15 for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I deserve to profit the most from my idea, right? Jane runs the business side of things through FormSpring. We say it's anonymous, and it is, but Jane knows how to track IP addresses. And obviously, if we're writing RPF, we need to know names, but even then, only the writer gets the names. We'll sometimes pass fic around for beta reads, but if it's real person fic, we black out the names. We don't share that with each other. Do you understand?
Yes.
Even I don't know who all we've written for, and I built this business. We don't judge or shame or blackmail. Unless we have to.
Skittle?
It's okay. They're not poisoned, right? You can have a purple one. I don't eat the purple one. Take two.
The overhead fluorescents turn on, and Mrs. Lippman, Sylvia, James, and Esther enter. Freddie drops her Skittle.
Hello, lovely ladies of Fan Club. Donna, what are you doing over here?
Just keeping your desk warm for you, Mrs. Lippman.
Fine. Oh, Freddie, I didn't expect to see you here.
Freddie's joining Fan Club.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I was just showing Freddie some of the ropes.
You presenting today, Dawn?
Of course.
Ooh, Freddie, you're in for a treat.
Sure are. You think all of our presentations are treat, Mrs. L? You want to get set up? I'm almost done.
Freddie, come sit next to me.
Oh, okay.
Why Draco Malfoy is the most misunderstood character in all of Western literature. By Donna Brown.
One of my favorites.
I decided to do my presentation this week on my boy. The boy you all know is my boy. The Slytherin Prince, Draco Malfoy. Born on June 5th, 1980, a Gemini.
makes sense if you know him like I do. Not because he is duplicitous or anything, because he's scared. And his real personality hides behind fear. He is not a Nazi. He is not a Nazi, Jane.
I didn't say anything.
If he was a Nazi, he would be doing it on purpose. Like, just to briefly, minutely entertain this line of thought, we talk about the Holocaust, right? Was done by people who actively hated Jews, right? He was just a kid. Kids don't actively hate anyone. They just do what they're told. Yes, I am aware of Nazi youth, and no, Jane, he does not hate Muggleborns or Hermione. He's just confused because Draco is obviously in love with Hermione. Didn't your mom ever tell you he's mean to you because he likes you? Ever tell you he's mean to you because he likes you?
Oh, sorry, girls. You go on. I'm just gonna slip out for a minute. Be right back.
That's okay, Mrs. Lippman. Anyway, the Draco Hermione thing isn't even subtext. It's text. It's texting text. Text.
She's gone. Thank God.
I could have kept going, but we have work to do.
Oh, are we?
You can speak in full sentences, Freddie. We don't bite.
Mrs. Lippman always slips out for a minute.
Donna turns off the presentation and takes a big leather binder out of her backpack, taking her seat at the head of the class.
So as I was saying, Frida,
Thanks, Freddie.
we're glad you
didn't know
decided
that.
to join
We've
us.
gone
We
to school
appreciate your
together for
loyalty
10
and
years.
we're glad we're not crossing the hall. Do you understand?
No. What?
Our competition. They're right across the hall. They meet at the same time.
The Justin Bieber fan club turns a similar trick, except their writing sucks.
And their guy sucks.
And he looks like a girl, so they're probably all lesbians anyway. Probably.
So we're grateful you're down our rabbit hole and not theirs. Why don't you open your first assignment?
John Locke Coffee Shop AU?
Do you have a problem writing slash?
No, it's fine. I'm not homophobic or anything.
I am. Or was. Slash helped me through it.
But all Justin Bieber fans are lesbians.
She didn't mean that.
I've just never seen Sherlock.
Donna whips some DVDs out from her big binder.
Good thing we have resources then.
Oh, I've written John Locke AU. It's easy. It's basically writing plain, but with British accents.
You don't even really have to read it. Yeah, you just have to get the facts right.
Why would I give her DVDs if she didn't have to watch it, Sylvia?
It's just a shortcut.
We don't do shortcuts. We produce high quality work. I don't want our new recruit screwing with our output. Sorry. It's fine. I'm just gonna give you more guest deals, right?
Donna! No!
We heard through the grapevine that you write supernatural fic, Freddie.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say I could do that if you don't want to, Sylvia.
Really?
We don't even have any supernatural requests this week. I was just kidding, Syl. We tried it, but never again.
Never again.
Syl hates the Winchester.
It's not their fault. I just hated Dean from Gilmore Girls first, and the rest just followed.
I get it.
So normally we'll start with a phony presentation, and then Mrs. L leaves, and we talk about the requests that have come in. It's mostly just rote assigning based on our specialties. I cover most Harry Potter requests, but we get a lot of those, so I get to be choosy. I specialize in Hermione and all the other Draco Malfoy ships. Drarry, Dransey, Justoria, Drinny, Drapple, obviously. Sylvia does your teen soaps, Gilmore Girls, Secret Life, Pretty Little Liars.
And Veronica Mars. No one ever requests Veronica Mars though because it's pretty old. Have you seen Veronica Mars?
No.
Yeah, I thought not. I mostly do that for me.
Jane does Glee. We get a lot of those too, but she doesn't like to share.
Oh, what about her?
Who?
Her?
Who? What say you, Esther?
I'm not here.
She's not here.
She's not here.
You know Esther. She's my little sister.
That's Esther?
She's not allowed to be by herself after school, so she's here, but she's not here.
I'm not here.
What do you like to write, Frida?
Oh, me? I don't know. I mostly write stories. My own stories with original characters. But yeah, I've written some Dean casts, like you said. Where did you hear about that, by the way?
I didn't. Lucky guess because of the star decal on your backpack. I see it on Tumblr like all the time.
Freddie self-consciously looks at her backpack, which has the supernatural star on it.
Oh, yeah, I got this dance sport a few years ago, and I painted it on there when I was like 14. So I've made my bet, I guess.
You don't like supernatural anymore?
No, I like it. I just, yeah. I have, but not for a while. I've written some Doctor Who stuff more recently, Ten and Rose mostly, and some Harry Potter stuff. And I think that's it. But yeah, I'm happy to learn, and I need the money, so yeah.
Need the money for a new bag.
Kinda, yeah. College and stuff.
You're on scholarship here. What makes you think you won't get a scholarship for college?
Donna, that's not nice.
Still, I'm just stating a fact. You are here on scholarship, right, Frida?
It's Freddie. And yeah.
Great. I love doing charity and shit.
Donna opens up her binder again and starts handing out assignments. Jane has 3, Sylvia has 2, Donna has a noticeably bigger stack. Freddie doesn't get any.
Due by this time next week, as always, but feel free to turn them in as usual. Freddie, you just have your trial run as of yet. Don't think you'll get off so easy in the future.
I don't need to get off easy.
Ew.
I mean, I know you need to see my work and all before you can trust me, but I can take on extra, really. It looks like you have a lot, and I don't mind helping out.
Wow. Someone really needs the money.
I mean, yeah, I do. I know that sounds like a joke to you, but I really, really need the money, and I love to write. And I think I can be an asset to this.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. You're ready to make yourself indispensable, and I like that. And I wish I had more assignments for you, but all I have here is 5 Hermione chapters.
Give me 2 of them. What? I can do it.
I don't need your help there. I think I've made it crystal clear that we expect high quality. And I'll be honest, I read your work. I don't think you have the nuance for that kind of assignment. If you want to be here and you want to get paid, I suggest you stay out of business that's not yours. Capiche? You cutie.
Interlude. Freddie. Now we're in Freddie's bedroom. It's organized chaos. Most surfaces are totally ordered, but not in an order way. She's just getting home, walking in with her bag slung over one shoulder again. She throws it down on the ground and takes off her shoes. She shimmies her sock down her leg and takes a couple of $1 bills out. Looking around, she places the money in a massive piggy bank on her desk. She breathes. She turns on a lamp. The light from the lamp reveals a 21 by 16 Tiger Beat-esque poster of Draco Malfoy, surrounded by a collage of various Draco/Tom Felton images, most of them in black and white and clearly printed at home. There is also a blonde boy sitting on her bed, legs crossed. He's hidden by shadow, but we notice him. Freddie doesn't seem to, or if she does, she doesn't really care. She looks at her collection and sighs. She sits down at her desk, powers on an ancient MacBook, and waits for it to turn on. Week 2. On this, the day of my daughter's wedding. Sylvia presents on Jess Mariano.
In conclusion, so the thing about Jess is he changes, and that is so inspiring. And I think what a lot of girls get wrong, a lot of girls who don't like him or prefer Logan or Dean, they just aren't paying close enough attention. Like Jess is the only one that grows up. Dean is always a baby. He's so stunted, and he's a cheater, and so is Logan. He starts that way and he ends that way. And it's not even really about Jess and Rory, the couple, for me. Like, I ship them, obviously, and they have a ton of chemistry and everything, but Jess is a success story. He goes from this angry, messed up kid to a real, wonderful, handsome, functioning adult who lives in Philadelphia on Locust Street, by the way.
Have you gone to look for him, Sil?
Shut up, Donna.
She totally has.
Just because I have been in the vicinity of Locust Street does not mean I was looking for Jess Mariano, who I know is not real because I saw Milo Ventimiglia at New York Comic Con, and they are very different men. Any questions?
I have one.
Yes!
It's more of a comment. I love your creativity and visual sense. This was a very well done presentation. I enjoyed watching.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Mrs. L. Any more questions?
You girls keep going. I'm just gonna slip out for another second. She's gone.
We've never gotten through a full presentation before.
I thought she'd never leave.
I'm kind of glad. I worked really hard on that one.
We don't have that much time now.
I could talk about that sweet boy for so long. It was nice just to have the opportunity.
So, can we swoon after official business?
I just got excited, sorry. It's so good to talk about an actually good boy for a change, as opposed to the alternative.
Oh, can we not talk about Jacob today?
Oh, we are going to talk about Jacob today.
Did you see the way he stopped me in the hallway after Tanakh?
Grabbing my arm like a man without a prom date.
I'm so tired, Sil. I have permanent bags under my eyes from discussing Jacob with you. Look, see?
You know, if he asks me, I'll just tell him. He can do so much better than Melissa Finkelstein.
They're dating?
He asked her to prom.
Men are simple.
But Jacob is smart, though.
But you are way too good for him.
I know. He's lucky. I don't care.
You can't settle for someone who's already dating Melissa Finkelstein.
Jane.
Freddie? It's Freddie. Yeah?
I read your fic.
Oh, what'd you think? I struggled a little bit with the characters, but
I sent it to Jane.
I read it. I sent it to Sil.
I read it too.
yeah? I'm glad. So,
You did well. Very well, actually. Sylvia swooned.
I did get swoony.
That's not hard to do, but it's cool that you got there on your first try.
really? Oh, I'm so excited.
So
Cute.
we'd like to add you to the roster officially. If you're ready for it.
I'm ready.
Good. It's a good haul this week. Sylvia, you have some Rory, Jess, slow burn, so you can get some of this Jacob angst out in your writing.
Ugh, from your mouth to God's ears.
Jane, we have a request for some Klain smut. Are you cool with that, or are you still homophobic from last week?
I'm not homophobic anymore. I told you that.
While we're on the subject, any word from our ugly stepsisters across the hall?
Melissa Finkelstein is going to prom with Jacob.
Any relevant word from our ugly stepsisters across the hall?
She's a bad writer, too. That's what kills me.
I heard they only had 2 requests total last month, but my source also wants out of the Beeper fan club, so who knows?
Glad to hear their ranks diminish. Well, ours increase.
Melissa Finkelstein will never leave the Bieber group, I bet. She'll be true to Justin forever, and they'll get married and then have half-smart babies.
Freddie, we actually had a supernatural request come in, so that's yours if you want it. Just some standard Dusteel.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And if you really wanted to write some Harry Potter fic, we did have something come in that you could try.
Really? Wow, thank you.
You can sign that one. Is something wrong?
No, I just thought, nothing. I can do it, for sure.
Good. Jane, drive me home.
Hey, I didn't know you still liked Jacob.
Oh, well, don't tell the whole neighborhood.
Sorry.
It's fine. Force of habit. The whole neighborhood knows anyway.
Sylvia starts turning off Mrs. Whitman's computer and erasing all traces of her presentation.
I just remember you really liked him in middle school. You guys almost slow danced my bat mitzvah.
Yeah, that was almost nice.
I just wanted to say, you've always been really nice to me, and you got me this job and everything, so if you ever wanted, you could talk to me about Jacob. I don't have a lot of experience, but I give good advice.
You do. I remember. I have to go.
Yeah, of course. See you tomorrow.
Sylvia and Esther start to leave.
Hey, Freddie. Me and Donna and Jane are having a sleepover over Shabbos. I know it's a little kiddish, but we have fun and compare chapters and stuff.
I would hope you do a little kiddish during Shabbos. like Beret Puri Hagafen, you know?
Kiddish? That's funny.
Thanks.
Anyway, if you wanted to come, I know my mom would love to see you.
That's really nice. I'd love to see your mom too.
Interlude. The Gonza Mishpacha. On one side of the stage, Freddie's room. On the other, Sylvia's. Freddie is on the phone with her Tumblr friend. The blonde boy sitting on her bed speaks for the friend.
She gave me Harry Hermione to write. Harry Hermione, who in their right mind even requested that? It's fucked up.
Really? She's late.
She's coming, I promise.
I don't like.
Like, I don't need to write Hermione stuff, but the way she talks about it is like, I need to rise through the ranks before I can even touch that. Touch him.
You like the best Hermione I've ever read. She won't even read it?
She doesn't even know about it. I'm like, why am I afraid of her? I've been afraid of Queen Bitch for so long.
I think she had to wait for her mom to get home from work.
It's Shabbat. It's almost sundown. She's running out of time.
If she's a little later than sundown, God will forgive her.
Well, I'm not God.
She seems
Powerful.
She is. And I really enjoyed like not being in her direct orbit, but now I guess I have no choice.
What does her mom do anyway?
She's still this receptionist at her dad's old practice.
Ooh, even though her dad.
Dead.
Yeah.
How charitable of them.
Freddie's mom is really nice. She's probably good at her job.
So you're going over there?
I guess so.
Maybe when you see her in pajamas, she won't be so scary anymore.
I just feel like she's weird, right? Like, is it okay for us to be, like, engaging with her weirdness?
Since when do you care about weird?
Wow. Okay. I just mean, like, is it bad for us to be seen with her?
We're in my room. Who's gonna see us?
In fan club too, though.
Just give her a chance.
You're the one who ditched her when we got to high school.
I didn't ditch her. We grew apart.
I haven't slept at Sylvia since middle school. I don't remember the protocol.
Hold
It'll be just like you remember it.
Plus or minus a mean girl.
You're tough. You can do it.
Freddie hears her mom come home.
That's my mom.
Good luck. Text me if you need anything.
I will.
Freddie hangs up the phone and looks back at the boy on the bed.
Will you text her?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Sure. I have time to stall a little.
The blonde boy comes and sits next to Freddie at her desk. She opens up her laptop and opens a file.
Enter the Dragon, Chapter 3. The week since Draco and Hermione started playing head boy and head girl dragged on uneventfully with all their history, with all that had transpired to lead them to this moment. They still weren't exactly speaking. Hermione made an attempt every so often to try and talk shop in their shared living space, but only shop. He rarely engaged, which was starting to sincerely frustrate her. She didn't need sentences, just syllables, and maybe some eye contact. Did you have a chance to speak about our proposal for the Transfiguration resolution? Hermione asked one afternoon, practically tiptoeing into the kitchen space.
No.
Draco grumbled, practically growling the question and squaring his jaw. He was all sharp lines and cold gray eyes barely lifting to acknowledge her. Something about his flippant disregard set off something in her brain. After all, she was a perfectionist. And his indifference was stopping her from being good at her job. Hey! Hermione said louder than she'd intended to say it. Draco, startled, looked up and met her eyes. If we're going to be here, in this space, in this position, the least you could do is look at me when I'm talking to you. Okay? She asked, equally startled at herself. I know I'm a mudblood, and I know you have better things to do. But at least do me the courtesy of pretending I exist.
Freddie's mom knocks on the door. Freddie slams the laptop shut, and the boy retreats back into the shadows.
I'm not going. I'm gonna tell them I got sick.
Oh, she threw up. Bummer.
Freddie opens her laptop again. The boy comes to sit next to her. She keeps typing. Week 3. Those who want respect, give respect. Sylvia sits in Mrs. Lipton's classroom, writing furiously by hand. Esther sits in the corner with headphones in, oblivious to anything else going on in the room. Boy is there too, though. We watch him balletically change wigs. He's brunette now, in a gelled up look. He leans over Sylvia's shoulder and kisses her on the cheek. She looks at him and smiles and continues writing. He is so graceful. Then she freezes. Boy quickly changes to a curly brown wig. She faces hard, and he takes it off. He takes off all the wigs. A wig out. She breathes out and writes again, and puts the gelled up wig back on. She writes a second longer and slams the notebook shut violently. Boy disappears.
What?
Nothing. Are you ready to present today?
I guess.
Do you want me to look at your PowerPoint?
No, I'm fine.
I can make it pretty.
Already pretty.
Hey,
Leave me alone.
fine. Forget I said anything.
Mrs. Lipman enters. Donna, Jane, and Freddie trail behind.
Oh, sorry, we're late. I ran into these ladies on the way here. We were talking to Mr. Schwartz.
He's hot.
And married.
I wasn't saying it like for me. I was saying it like in general. Like objectively, Mr. Schwartz is attractive.
Maybe that was a reminder for me.
Mrs. Lipman.
I'm kidding. Yeah. Esther, Esther, do you have something to show us?
Great. Esther moves to start setting up her PowerPoint.
Are you feeling better, Freddie?
Oh, I'm fine.
I thought after last weekend you might still be throwing up.
No, it was just one of those 24-hour things, I guess.
Shame it happened over the weekend. You didn't even get to miss school.
Yeah, I know. Sucks.
You ready, Esther?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan of One Direction. I like their music. And they're funny in interviews and stuff. I like Louis the most, Louis Tomlinson. I just feel like he doesn't get enough love compared to like Harry, I guess. I like Harry too though. I like all of them. There's also Liam, Zayn, Niall, and he's Irish, so yeah. Sylvia and I went to their concert last year, and it was really fun. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one. Okay, Louis is your favorite, right? Why?
He's really funny. I don't know. I don't really think that hard about it.
But he's your favorite?
Yeah. I don't know. He's funny.
I have one. What was the concert like? I am so glad you got to see them live.
It's cool to see these people I'd only ever watched. I don't know. Seeing them was different from watching them, and everyone was screaming so loud. Sylvia was screaming so loud.
Well, they're like gods.
Can't imagine you screaming like that, Esther.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know if I like them a screaming amount. I feel like I like them a normal amount. I simply
don't know what that feels like. I have to bring my inhaler to concerts. Ever since I had an asthma attack at the Jonas Brothers Burning Up tour.
Oh shoot. Girls, I have to take this. It's about the blood tribe. I'll be back soon. We got lucky today with timing, ladies.
Esther, I told you it literally had to be at least 10 minutes.
You didn't have 10 minutes of things to say.
I would have helped you.
Whatever.
Esther goes back to her corner.
Anyway, Syl and Jane, your pages were great this week. Frida,
Freddie.
I liked your Harry Hermione chapter. Harry read a little feisty to me, but I liked it.
That's what he's like in the books. Sorry, I'm not used to writing him as a main character.
The series is called Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know, but we hear his thoughts for like thousands of pages. That's too much of a roadmap to his character for what I like to write.
You'd think that would make it easier to understand his voice.
I like to draw my own conclusions, that's all. He has these little feisty moments in the books, so I wanted to expand on that.
It works. I just noticed it and wanted to bring it to your attention in case you didn't know.
Yeah. Thanks.
Anyway, it's payday!
Donna looks out the corner of her eye to check for Mrs. Lippman. When she determines the coast is clear, she signals to Jane, who takes a wad of cash out of her backpack. She silently counts money and hands it out to the person it belongs to.
Anyone hear anything from the Beebs?
Shira showed me the fic that she bought from them. It was literally like YN instead of specific to her. There was no creativity or subjectivity. That's lame.
What's YN?
It's like kind of a real person fic. YN is like your name. Like the Beebs Club is writing fic about Justin and your name. You and Justin go to the nail salon or whatever. And they're short and generic. And they're like Tumblr and
Oh
and they can't even Control F swap a name to make it third person. Like who writes in second person? Who does that? I bet they're not even writing them. I bet they're stealing them from Wattpad.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, I just think that we have a different audience, and I'm starting to think that we have nothing to worry about.
I just worry about them as women. They have to know that there are better people out there than Justin Bieber.
Like Jacob Aronson?
Stop! I don't mean in our current circumstances. I mean in the great expanse of the world. There are so many Justin Biebers and so many Jacob Aronsons. I just happen to be stuck with this one.
Interlude. Jane and Donna. Jane drives Donna home from school after fan club. Donna does homework.
I'm worried about Sylvia with this whole Jacob Aronson thing.
She's fine.
I just think that, like, her rom-com worldview is gonna get her hurt.
You get hurt with or without a rom-com worldview.
I get that. But it's like, I watched this movie at our house the other day. I don't even remember what it's called. And in this scene, this dude is a real asshole. And he breaks this girl's heart, and she's really depressed about it. But then one day, weeks later, he shows up at her apartment with big sad eyes, and he's apologizing and everything. And she cries, and they have this big kiss, and they get together, and yay, happy it's the end of the movie. But, I mean, in real life, when you get depressed, your hygiene sucks, right? Like, when I get depressed, I can barely eat or shower. So if some guy's gonna show up at your apartment without warning you, I don't know, if I had to guess, I'd say that most people on the receiving end of big romantic gestures in movies, like, haven't even brushed their teeth in the morning. So the big getting back together makeup kiss is inherently a little disgusting. You know what I mean? Maybe she has week old popcorn stuck in her teeth. Because also she's not flossing. Maybe she smells like a locker room. Or days old lobster. Or something. I mean, that's just not romantic to me.
It doesn't have to be. It's not real.
I just don't know what's in it for Syl. That's all. How are you doing with college apps?
Just drive, okay?
Sorry.
I just have a lot on my mind right now, and I have a few chapters to write tonight.
Why don't you just delegate some to Freddie?
Stop the car.
What?
Are you fucking serious?
I was just...
Why don't you just delegate some to Freddie?
I was just trying to help.
I don't need your help. I don't need help.
Sorry, okay.
And I don't understand why you and Syl just trust her. Her work is fine, but it's nothing to write home about. And everyone is acting like... Never mind.
I don't trust her. But I liked her pages. I thought they were good. So I just thought if you were having some trouble...
I never said I'm having trouble. I just said I have a lot of work to do, so I don't appreciate you editorializing.
Sorry.
You can drive.
Okay.
Jane starts the car again. Week 4. I don't like violence, Tom.
So, you are all too young to know about this, but my fictional crush was Dylan McKay from 90210. What do you think, Donna? You're looking at me like you have something to say.
Oh, yeah, duh. I'm actually after Tori Spelling.
There it is.
Well, I'm named after my great-grandmother Dinah, but
Your name is Donna.
yeah, duh. Her character on 90210 was named Donna. My mom told me she was a virgin and she graduated.
And she had sex eventually, late in season 7, but not a lot of people Made it that far, so I understand why she thinks that. Anyway, that's not appropriate. Dylan McKay. Made it that far, so I understand why she thinks that. Anyway, that's not appropriate. Dylan McKay. He was the bad boy, but really in name only. He had these big, sad, soulful eyes, and he loved Brenda. That was the thing. Dylan and Brenda, Brenda and Dylan, and then Dylan and Kelly, but ew. He loved her. Brenda! So, stinking much, it scared them both. I loved him. I still, well, there's this scene where Brenda is performing something at some school event. She's singing, and she looks out on Dylan and the audience, and the way he smiles at her, it's just this huge, enormous, unselfish, loving look. And, you know, he's acting, of course, but oh, I wish you could see it. I don't have my DVDs with me in school anymore. The choices I have made. The choices I have made in my life because of Dylan McKay. You are not going to believe me. Anyway, making my way back to the point, there is an episode where Dylan takes Brenda on a special surprise date for Valentine's Day. He takes her to see a play. But the play is Love Letters, by the way. But before they go, they stop off at a blood donation center because Dylan got into a car accident on Valentine's Day when he was a kid and almost died. A blood donation saved his life, so he gives blood every year. And when he fell in love with Brenda, he wanted to include her. It's just so romantic. I am married 3 years this August, and it's probably still the most romantic thing I have ever seen. I started giving blood on Valentine's Day because of Dylan McKay. And then I started the Valentine's Day blood drive here because of Dylan McKay. The love I felt for this character literally made me a better, more community-minded person. And so, the moral of the story is, as fan club members, you guys get first choice at rolls for the blood drive. Yay!
Mrs. L, I love you. I really do. But I hate blood more. You can run the check-in with me. Yeah, but if I do that, then I know what they're checking in to do. Just think of it as a good deed. Do we still get extra credit for this?
Yep.
Whatever.
Mrs. Lippman's phone buzzes.
Sorry, girls. I have to take this. Talk amongst yourselves.
Assignments. Can you check my pulse to make sure I'm not having a heart attack?
You're not having a heart attack.
Jane, you have some claim follow-ups to do, some smutty, some fluffy. Syl, I have a real person fic for you if you want it.
Do the real people have blood?
I don't know how to answer that.
Fine, but their blood stays inside.
Got it. And I just have a few Hermione chapters, and that's it for this week. Get to work.
What about me?
What about you?
You didn't give me an assignment.
It was a light week. It happens.
I thought you liked what I was doing.
I don't not like what you're doing. I just don't have anything for you this week.
Okay, I guess.
Maybe spend this week just practicing voice. Like engaging with the original text of the thing you're writing fic about. Because your writing is good, but you never quite get the voices right. So work on that. And I don't have anything for you to work on anyway, but even if I did, you would still need to work on that.
Come on, Esther. I'm gonna take the late bus.
Whatever. I have a dentist appointment, so my mom is picking me up.
Freddie, do you need a ride?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure? Jane and I usually stop at Dunkin'.
No, thanks. I have some stuff to do. I'll take the late bus too. Okie dokie.
Sylvia waves goodbye and follows Jane out of the room. Freddie thinks about saying something to Donna, but she walks out with a passion and fury and leaves Freddie behind with her questions.
That was fucked. Donna is mean and that wasn't right.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, I don't like my sister, but I love her. And when you were friends, she was nicer.
Sylvia's still nice.
A beep plays over the school's loudspeaker.
That's the late bus.
Interlude. Lanterna Familia. On one side of the stage, Sylvia in the passenger seat while Jane drives. On the other side of the stage, Freddie's bedroom. Her laptop is open. Otherwise, she works in the dark. Center stage, Donna, dutifully in the dentist's chair. Boy plays the role of dentist in this particular vignette. He continues to read for Freddie's Tumblr friend.
Spit.
Can I say something to you?
What?
You can't get mad.
I won't get mad.
And so to add insult to injury, I don't get to write anything this week.
This girl is the devil.
She's awful.
She's jealous.
Rinse.
People only say that when they don't want to tell the truth. Like, do I suck? Is she right?
No. I remember being in your shoes. She's jealous. Probably of your great writing.
She's good too, though.
As you know, there are only 2 spots for check-in people at the blood drive.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, since we hang out so much, like I see you all the time, that maybe you'd want to hand out cookies instead. Just because I don't know. I talked to Jacob today after Tanakh, and well, he's kind of interested in doing the blood drive.
Oh.
Yeah, and I thought since I don't see him as much, if there was an empty name next to mine on the sign up, he might take it.
Well, have you been brushing?
3 times a day.
I can tell.
Sorry, I must sound like such a kid to you.
Oh, it's okay. Really.
I just don't get why they don't like me. I never did anything to them. I just existed, and that affronts their senses.
Affronts their senses. You should use that in a fic.
I did already.
So,
I'm thinking.
take your time.
So, do you not want to be friends anymore?
Of course I want to be friends. We're best friends, Jane. No one gets me like you get me. Except Jacob, who I guess he doesn't get me like you get me, but I think he could in a sexy way, you know?
Yeah.
Are you mad?
No.
Your teeth are sparkling.
Dr. Nussbaum.
I have to go. Don't let the mean girls get you down, okay?
I won't. And you're going to.
I'm going to quit smoking and
And
tell my husband I need more reassurance.
Good. Have a good night, John.
Talk to you soon, Freckle.
You seem mad.
I'm not.
Well, you know, I wish all my patients came as prepared as you.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
What?
Nothing.
I'll see you in 6 months, Donna.
I'm just a little confused.
That's okay.
Enter the Dragon, Chapter 4.
Week 5. The things I take pleasure in, I can't do. Jane is finishing up her presentation. The girls are half listening, half preparing stuff for the blood drive. Jane doesn't have a PowerPoint. She just showed a bunch of clips from Glee.
So as you can see, the chemistry is just there. And liking Klein and Britannia helped me learn some stuff about myself. Like, I'm not really homophobic anymore. And to have like a long, simmering, torrid romance or whatever, but I mean, maybe sometimes it's just right in front of you, and one day you just notice and you end up singing Katy Perry songs about it. That's all.
Oh, so entertaining, Jane. Any follow-up questions? I will be right back, girls.
I'm quitting. The fan club? The blood drive.
Will you have this meltdown later?
I'm truly sorry, Donna, but personal distress comes before work.
Not in the real world.
Sylvia, I am begging you. I literally can't hear about this again.
What is it?
What is it? I have assignments to give out, Freddie.
I wanted Jacob to run check-in with me for the blood drive, and I kind of mentioned it to him to plant the idea in his head, and it seemed like he thought it was a good idea. And then today, after Tanakh,
It's always after tonight.
today after Tanakh,
You gotta do the unholy at the holiest part of the day.
Jacob Aronson stops me in the hallway with his hand, and he says, "Hey, Syl, can I talk to you for a second?"
Oh, wow.
So I say, "Of course you can, Jacob." And he says, "About the blood drive, I signed up to run check-in."
What?
Wait. I signed up to run check-in, but I noticed there are only 2 slots, and Missy was sort of hoping.
Who calls Melissa Finkelstein anything other than Melissa Finkelstein?
Missy was sort of hoping that we could do it together. So do you mind giving cookies out with Jane?
I'm so sorry, Sel.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, giving out cookies with your best friend is some kind of cosmic punishment.
It's just the audacity of asking me to give up my slot for his boner.
What'd you say?
Assignments, giving them out, not having all day. Great. Okay, thank you. Good work this week. Good work last week, most everyone. We're really outperforming the Beavers. You want to know how I know?
No way.
You're kidding.
What?
Your assignment, Fredward.
Oh.
Do you believe in this world where our little sisters across the hall thought they'd cornered the market? Someone wants us to write her Justin Bieber self-insert fic.
Fuck Melissa Finkelstein.
My source says it's kind of breaking down over there. I'm not surprised.
What's wrong, Freddie?
What? Nothing.
You just seem kind of bummed about this assignment, which is weird because last week you were bummed about not having an assignment.
It's fine.
And because it's real person fic, you'll make double what you make normally, so you'll make up from your losses from last week. I know that's important to you. Jane, you have 1 Clay and 1 Finchell, actually. Syl, can you handle some John Locke?
I honestly might need to take the week off. Freddie can do it. She was good at that.
Thanks, Sylvia.
No problem.
Okay, we're done here. Jane, drive me home.
Hey, wait. What'd you tell Jacob?
I'm so sorry I didn't reach out when your dad died. I was really dumb. And I knew you needed a friend, and I just didn't.
Oh. Oh, no, it's okay.
It's not okay, actually. Like, I would sit there, like, if my dad died, I know you would have reached out to me, and then I felt guilty for wondering about my dad dying, but I knew you would have done that for me, and then it was just too late, so I'm really sorry. I should have been there for you.
Thank you. Really.
I said to Jacob, "Of course, no problem. I'll give out cookies." Like an idiot. Please come to my Shabbos sleepover this weekend. Please. I promise it'll be fun.
I don't know, Donna.
I know. She can be awful. But she can also be great. She'll let her giant guard down this weekend. Trust me.
It won't be like, look at me, I'm Sandra D.
Actually, it will, but not in the bullying way, in the way that we're all lousy with virginity.
Esther.
Oh my God, what? We're going. Do you need a ride? My mom's picking us up.
Yeah.
Interlude. Fracture. On one side of the stage, Freddie, Sylvia, and Jane in Sylvia's bedroom. Jane is asleep. It's probably 4 a.m. On the other side of the stage, Donna, alone, on an exercise bike, reading a college prep textbook. The boy sits on one side of Donna, reading her college interview prep questions.
What's most important to you?
What's most important to me? Entrepreneurship. Making my own shit. Stuff. Entrepreneurship and making my own stuff. I started a successful business as a 10th grader. I provided essential services to my classmates. I know how to complement my strengths with other strengths. In fact, I'm very good at that.
I feel bad. Donna didn't come because of me.
That's not true. She just wasn't feeling well.
I just feel like I just worked for her, right? I don't bother her outside of that. Like, why does she hate me?
Honestly, I don't know if Donna likes anyone. She likes what people do for her.
What are your biggest strengths and weaknesses?
What are my biggest strengths and weaknesses? I'm sharp, quick. I know what to say to make things happen and get things done. I'm a great project manager and I'm a writer. I write well.
Freddie, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm writing my Just Worry fic, I accidentally... Oh, this is so embarrassing.
It's okay.
Sometimes I accidentally write Jacob's name instead of Jess. And I always catch myself immediately because they're very different men and their voices are so different. But sometimes I just will be writing without thinking and Jacob comes out instead of Jess. I don't know why.
I think I get it.
Really?
Yeah. It's just the J name thing. It's easy to mix those up. Especially when they're both, like, on your mind.
You think so?
Totally.
And weaknesses? I don't tolerate weakness. But I do have a weakness for college interviewers and dentists. Wrong approach. My weakness is I care too much. And I'm a workaholic. And I guess I get jealous sometimes. And when I'm jealous, I lose focus.
Because it's not like I'm writing fan fiction about Jacob or anything. Like, that would be so super weird.
No, I get it. It's okay.
I feel so guilty every time.
You aren't doing anything wrong. You're just writing. No one can tell you what to write if it's for yourself. Like, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
I don't like to be usurped. I don't like feeling less than triumphant. And I don't like being made to feel like less than by people younger and worse than me. And I'm not like an egomaniac, I think. I just know what I'm good at. And it's hard when other people are also good at stuff sometimes.
You really can't tell me.
I swear.
I really love writing Hermione. And I'm really good at it.
Whoa.
I'm not trying to step on Donna's toes or anything, but I still write it in my spare time for myself and for people on Tumblr, I guess. but it's also nice to have a little piece of writing that's just for you. There's no one around to judge you if you don't put them there, you know?
Yeah,
Please don't tell Donna I said that.
I won't. I swear.
I don't like people touching my stuff. Things are mine because I worked for them, and I don't appreciate like being messed with in that way. Does that make sense?
What do you like to do for fun?
This.
Sil,
Yeah?
are you still awake? I'm really glad we're friends again. I really missed you.
I missed you too. Okay. But when we did rock, paper, scissors today in history, did you see the way Jacob covered my hand with paper?
Yes?
Yes! He lingered. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He lingered.
Week 5.5. Blood is a big expense. It's the day of the Valentine's Day blood drive. Mrs. Lipnick smokes a cigarette out the window of her classroom. Freddie bursts into the classroom wielding a sheet of beautiful stationery.
I'm trying to quit.
I just need a little break.
Someone fake?
I left the info at my station.
I'm sorry. You go first.
I just need a break.
I can't fault you for that. Well, what have you got there?
Oh, this? This is my dismissal.
You need to leave early.
No, my dismissal from fan club.
What?
Dear Frederica, my birth name is Freddie and she knows that, but it says, Dear Frederica, due to infractions laid out in section B of this letter, you have been dismissed from fan club. We no longer require your services. Sincerely, exec board. Written out clearly in Donna Brown's perfect handwriting.
Infractions? You barely said a word.
My ink word somehow got to her that, like, I don't know, I really don't know. I don't understand section B of the letter. I don't understand any of this.
Let me see that.
No, I'm sorry. I understand the infractions, but it's so stupid, Mrs. L. It's so stupid. It's like we're five.
What could you have done?
I like Draco Malfoy. I like that character, and Donna won't share. I'm totally happy to share because I'm not insane.
This is about the presentations.
This is about the territory. Donna sharing is losing. I can't believe Sylvia told her.
Told her what?
She knows Donna hates me, so I don't know why she's going around telling my business. That's just so awful. Why are these girls so awful? I didn't do anything to them.
I'm sure you didn't.
I was just trying to make some money.
Whoa, what?
And Sylvia had to snitch on me, and now I'm gonna be broke. Broke for college, broke for the summer, just totally broke. Which is hard enough at this school without it being my fault.
What do you mean you were trying to make some money?
My existence is incomparable with them. And I try to be a good person, but it's like I'm here and my existence affronts their senses.
Once there's senses, that. Freddie, this is a big question, but are you girls selling fan fiction? How freckle? Sean?
Thank God I found you.
Girls, just lock up when you're done, okay?
What is going on? You're overreacting. Freddie is weird anyway. And no, Jane, Freddie is not weird. And even if she was, you had no right to eavesdrop on our conversation and report everything back to Donna because it's way more innocent than you made it out to be.
I didn't report everything back to Donna. I just told her that Freddie is writing contraband Hermione, and that's against the rules. I didn't tell her that you write Jacob's name instead of Jess when you write Rory fiction. That... I don't know why you didn't ever tell me that.
I never told anyone that. It was vulnerable. I needed something to share.
Oh, so you tell her something before you tell your best friend?
That's a lot of pressure, Jane. You are a close person to me. And yeah, you're probably my best friend. But you always say that in a way that's like a challenge. One that's actually impossible to live up to. When it should be easy.
I just asked why you hid something so major from me.
I wasn't hiding it. I never said it out loud. And besides, you hate hearing about Jacob. I don't hate hearing about Jacob. Sil, I can't hear this again. Sil, please, I'm begging you.
Well, you talk about him all the time. We never talk about anything else.
If you had a crush on a boy, we could talk about that too. But you don't. You never do. And if you do, you've been hiding that from me, so
There are better topics of conversation.
I want to be there for you like you're there for me. But you never like someone.
There are better topics of conversation.
The door to the classroom opens again. Enter the boy. This time he's real, and he's Jacob Aronson.
Hey, Sil, I was looking for you.
Oh, Jacob. Yeah?
Jane, could you give us a minute? Everything okay with Jane?
Jane? Oh, yeah. Were you looking for me?
Well, I saw you run out of there, and I wanted to make sure you were okay.
That's so nice of you, Jacob. Everything is okay.
And I wanted to make sure you weren't running out of there on my account.
What? No, I was,
I know you like me.
what?
And it's okay. It's very flattering, actually. I think you are an amazing person.
Thanks, Jacob.
Anyway, Missy mentioned it, so I just wanted to, be the person to tell you that we're official. We have been for about 2 weeks now.
Oh, that's great. I'm really happy for you both.
Yeah, and I really like you so, as a friend. And I wouldn't want our great friendship to be, we lose it over this, Can we still be friends, right?
Of course we can.
Oh my God, great! Oh my God, I'm so glad. Well, great! Oh my God, I'm so glad. Well, I gotta go back to check in, but happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Boy Jacob leaves Sylvia alone in Mrs. Lippman's classroom. She goes over to the open window and breathes in some fresh, cold air. And then she collapses into tears and into Mrs. Lippman's chair. Interlude. Freddie and Donna. Everyone files into the hallway after Tanakh the next day. Freddie walks ahead of boy Jacob. Jane trails miserably behind them both. Donna leaves proudly behind them. Freddie trails a little bit behind and catches up.
Donna,
Yes?
stop.
Why?
Because she knows.
Who knows what?
Sean, Mrs. Lippman, she knows about the business.
If you didn't like the rules, you didn't have to be a part of the business, Fredo.
I didn't tell her it's more complicated.
More complicated than what? You broke the rules, you suffered the consequences, and then you snitched? You couldn't just ruin your own life, you had to ruin mine too?
I didn't tell. I wasn't trying to ruin your life, but she found out and she wants to talk to us.
I don't know why she wants to talk to us when you're no longer part of the operation, if there still is an operation to be part of anyway.
I don't think she told the administration. She just wants to talk to us. You, me, Sylvia, Jane, after school today instead of fan club. Please.
I guess I'll spread the word to my constituents.
Why do you talk like that?
Talk like what?
Like you say you work in waste management.
Ew, trash.
Do you think it makes you seem like professional? I'm not afraid of you, Donna. And I'll write what I want.
Congratulations. Excuse me.
Why don't you like me? What did I do to you?
You didn't do anything to me. I just
don't like you.
Week 6. In the end, your friends are gonna let you down. Fan club. The girls sit as far away from each other as possible. Esther remains in the back corner, drawing.
What happened to lemonade stands? You're not in trouble. I mean, you're all idiots, but you're not in trouble. So we can bring the tension down a couple notches, okay? I'm going to speak bluntly because I know what we all know, and you know what you know.
She makes weird eye contact with Freddie.
I can tell you none of this matters, and you'll all be off to college soon and working like work-study jobs instead of starting your own business and knowingly bringing sexual material onto school grounds. But I know it does. I know all of this really matters, and people who tell you it doesn't matter are trying to forget their own shit. I hate to break it to you, but you will remember this for the rest of your life. Maybe not this moment in particular, but this room, these faces, these names, and what you loved, and how you expressed it. So, like I said, I am not going to punish you for the fic. I'm sure a lot of it was really good. No, some of it was really good.
Another moment of weird eye
You're all really good writers. And I get the fandom squabble of it all better than I should, okay? Just trust me when I say I understand what you are going through. Really. I do. And when someone, well, fake someone feels so fundamental to your blood and your experience, it's hard to see someone else feeling that way. It is hard to share your heart. But there is a way to do it gracefully. And I'm really sorry that it feels too big to contain right now. Loving someone that much is lonely enough when they're real. So I'm really sorry that you are trying to stop each other from feeling those feelings and from building those loving connections based on those feelings that you can't put somewhere else. They were all I had when I was your age.
With all due respect, Mrs. Lippman, I wasn't trying to stop someone from doing anything. When you're employed, you enter into a contract with your employer, and Freddie broke that contract. She can do whatever she wants when she's not working for me.
And you can do whatever you want when you're the youngest CFO on the Forbes 30 under 30 list, but right now you're a kid. And I'm a kid, but I am technically older than you and in charge of you, so no one in this room is working for anyone unless it's me. And don't worry, I'll have this talk with the Justin Bieber Club too.
How did you?
I know a lot, okay? Are we settled? Do we agree that we're not going to be selling things to our classmates anymore? And I understand we don't feel silly, but do we hear how silly we sound? Do we have a presentation today?
I have something.
Go ahead.
Explaining the Draco Malfoy thing. I like Draco because, well, I mean, Tom Felton has the bluest eyes I've ever seen. And I'm interested in the character and his history, and his somewhat contradictory behavior, and his redemption. I like when bad guys become good. My favorite Draco ship is probably Hermione, because I think they have a lot of chemistry in the books and in the movies. And Emma Watson had the biggest crush on Tom Felton when they were filming, so it just makes sense. I'm not making it up out of thin air. But also, I got bullied a lot in middle school and after my dad died. And I think I see myself as, like, I guess a little like Hermione, but not as outspoken. And Draco, like, tortures the smart girl a little. Why? It could just be because he doesn't like her, but what did she ever do to him, seriously? Besides all the blood stuff, which gross. I guess he could really be just that racist against Muggleborns, but what if people bully Hermione not because they don't like her, but because they like her so much they can't express it any other way? Because they can't handle how smart and interesting and cool she is. And they're immature and a boy, so they just know how to be mean. I don't really think people are mean to me because I'm too smart and nice or whatever, but it's a nice thought. And a nice alternative to the reality, which is like, senseless cruelty is really senseless for the sake of senselessness. I guess. I don't know.
End of play.